Okay, everyone, I hope we're ready to continue. This is part 2 of my book about me. This is by me, myself, with some help from my friends. This is, of course, the classic Dr. Seuss illustrated and written book that we get to fill in all about ourselves. And I'm encouraging everyone to do this book, if you have one, and let us know a little bit about yourself as well. Last part, we got all the way up to favorite foods. And the last thing we talked about was how I don't really like liver. So there's that. Now, here we are. My birthday. Okay, my birthday is, this is page 24, is January 9th. January 9th. When's your birthday? Okay. Oh, this is fun. Next year I will have, wow, this is slightly uncomfortable. This year, next year I will have 42 candles. I drew in the right number of candles. No. Let's pretend like each candle represents 10, okay? So there's 10, 20, 30, 40, and a little bit of that one. Okay, perfect. Now, if you really want to give me a birthday present, here is what I want. Most of all, yeah, I guess I would like to have world peace. World peace. But if it costs too much, forget it. I mean, if that's like too hard, I mean, don't worry about it. You just put it in a little package. To Carson, here's a little box of peace for the world. That would actually be pretty cool to me. Okay, I go to school. I do actually. I'm back in school, so I'm a student too. Let's see. I go to school. I go on foot. I go on bike. I go by helicopter. Oh man, wouldn't that be awesome to take your helicopter to school? I go by bus. I go by car. I go by subway. Right now, I go by Zoom. I go by internet. So I'm gonna put that on here. I go by Zoom. But normally I drive to my school, and then I also have to walk to get there. But right now, I am doing it on the computer by Zoom. You probably know a lot about Zoom also, right? Yeah. My favorite teacher's name is, oh boy, this will be fun. I have a special teacher up at school. He has a really great last name who's teaching people to be pastors, to be good pastors. And guess what his last name is? Good Pastor. So I'm going to put him here. His name is Bishop Good Pastor. Yeah, a funny and perfect name for someone who's teaching people to be good pastors. That's what I thought. But he's a great guy. Okay, reading, math, spelling, art, music. I study many things. I like theology. Theology best. You know what theology means? It's kind of a big funny word. It just means studying about God. That's what I like best. And I like, what the worst that I'm studying now? Ooh, I don't know. I like, I have to think about that one. I like nothing worst. I know that sounds kind of silly, but actually I'm really enjoying what I get to do right now. So I'm gonna say I like nothing worst. I am a very good student. I am a so-so student, or I am awful. That's kind of I hope no one had to put this I am awful one on there. I think I'm a pretty good student. I mean, I try to get all my homework finished. I've gotten all my assignments in. And so, I try my best to get things done in a timely manner. Okay, here are some more things interesting about me. I have read about this many books. Man, Oof. I've read about, I don't know. I've read a lot of books. You have to read a lot for school. I've read about hundreds. I'm going to say hundreds of books. And my favorite book, oh man, my favorite book, this is probably going to be a big surprise to you, is the Bible. Can you look at that? See? Because there's so much in it. There's so many things, and it's like if you like the Bible, you're saying that you like a whole bunch of different stories. It's like having a whole bunch of books all in one book, in a way. I am right-handed, I am left-handed, I am both-handed. I am right-handed. But it's interesting that my children, two of my children are left-handed, and another one of my children is right-handed. These things just happen, you know? What are you? Do you use your right hand or left hand most? Okay, I can stand on my hands for this many seconds. Oh boy. I can tell you the amount of time that I'm able to do this slowly decreases with each age or each candle I put on the candle. So as I put more candles on cake, I should say, for my birthday, the less seconds I am able to stand on my hands. At this point, I am up to about, I'm going to say 3 seconds. I know, it's not so great, but, you know, I do what I can. My feet are ticklish. Yes, that is true. Okay. Wow, look at all these different animals. My favorite pet is, oh boy. Well, right now, believe it or not, I don't have any pets at my house. Which is kind of, you know, a little bit of a different thing. I've had dogs before. I've had cats before. We've even had goats. I don't know if I see a goat on here. I've had a goat before. Oh, there's a goat. Yeah, see? So I'll circle what the things I've had. We had a goat, and his name was Poco. P-O-C-O. Just means like sort of a little goat. There's Poco. I've had a dog, I've had cats, I've had dogs and cats. I've had guinea pigs, gerbils. This is kind of a funny story. I named a little gerbil when I was little. I named him Happy Birthday. So I'm gonna name this guinea pig Happy Birthday. Okay, his name is Happy Birthday. I named him that because every time people said happy birthday, it always seemed like such an exciting, happy thing. And so I felt like, let's name him Happy Birthday. That way everyone will be happy to see him coming. It was true for a while. Okay, got an octopus. My favorite pet though, oh, here's the gerbil. My favorite pet is a dog. Because I've had a lot of different pets, but probably my favorite pet was my dog that I had. Oh, or different dogs I've had. Okay. What about you? Do you have different pets at your house? Do you have any of these? Hope you don't have that one. Don't bite me over if you've got a porcupine. Okay, how about this? You got a lamb and a lizard. Skunk? Tell me you don't have a skunk. Are you serious? That would be pretty frightening. Or even a hippopotamus. Okay, let's move along. Okay, some secrets I know. I did this early because this takes a bit of time. So here are some secrets that I know. 1, it is 25 steps from my door to the first tree. Did you know that? It's true, okay? 2, it is 64 steps from my tree to the first mailbox. Can you believe that? Okay. It is over 1,000 steps from my mailbox to the first store. So I didn't even really try to count that one out because it is pretty far away. And I figured I'm just going to say it's over 1,000 steps. I bet you never knew that before. I bet that's true. Okay. Here we go. My clothes. You want to know about my clothes? Really? We're going here? I own exactly this many buttons. Okay, this is going to take some time. If you really want to do this in your house and you pull all your, first of all, this would be kind of a messy project. Of course, it is spring break. Right now might be the best time to do something like this. I just don't know that this is the best idea to go pulling all your clothes out, counting buttons, making your parents upset that you're pulling all your clothes out. But if you're putting long sleeved shirts away because spring and summer is coming and maybe it's warm, or it's the season where you're bringing you're putting your t-shirts away and you're bringing your long sleeves, whatever. My point is, it might be okay to count through all of them and see what you've got. You have this many buttons. I own exactly 204 buttons. And I have counted my zippers. I have exactly 33 zippers. I actually have no idea. I'm just putting it in here because I really don't want to go and count all the zippers in my pants. I'll be honest. I'm sorry. Okay, my favorite color is, you know what? I really am liking this color right here, is blue. Blue. See my favorite blue pen that I have too? It makes blue, and it is my favorite color. What's your favorite color? Okay, this is a really special page. I did not get to do this, and right now I am not really around a ton of people to get a bunch of autographs, but it says, my very special autograph collection. Most kids can't get them all. That's probably true. So you have to try and find all these different types of people, like your uncle, your aunt's autograph, your cousin's autograph, a letter carrier's autograph, grandmother, grandfather, firefighter, grocer, police officer, a delivery person, an autograph of a man with a beard. Hey, I could do that autograph. An autograph of a man that is more than 6 feet 3 inches tall. So this is going to have to be a page that I do a little bit later on, but let's see if you guys can do that too. That would be pretty interesting. Okay, my best friend is a boy, a dog, a cat, or a girl. Well, my best friend's name is a woman, a grown-up girl, and her name is Catherine. And this is turning pretty nice now, isn't it? Isn't that sweet? Here's how you spell Catherine's name backwards. N-Y-R-H-T-A-K. Near tack. It's not nearly as nice as Catherine, but my wife is named Catherine. And I love her very much, but she's also my best friend. Okay, let's turn the page. Sometimes I get mad at some people. That is true. Sometimes I do get mad at some people. I kicked someone. Yeah, I've done that before. I mean, not recently. I don't just go around kicking people. But when I was a kid, I remember getting very upset at my brother, also some other people, but most of these things happen to my brother. I bet you have some siblings at home, a brother or sister that sometimes you feel this way about them. Well, it can happen. I pushed someone. Yes, I have unfortunately done that before too. I hit someone. This is kind of sad. I have done that before. This is almost all to my brother. We used to not get along as well as we do now. I yanked hair. Yeah, I've done that before. I'm sorry I did it. Yes, I am at least sorry that I did it. And that's all we can do, right? We can learn from our mistakes and not hit people in their stomach anymore. Okay? All right. See, we're learning. We're growing and learning together. This is good stuff. Okay, my longest walk, it was just a walk, but it was about 11 miles. That was pretty long. My longest bike ride was I mean, I think it was like 15 miles, something like that. My longest car trip was over 2,000 miles. We drove all the way across the United States and back. This is a long car trip. You ever been on a really, really long car trip? And a really long car trip with maybe brothers and sisters? I'm telling you, that right there will test your patience. And hopefully none of this happened in the car. Okay, my longest plane trip, well, I had to fly to Europe from here, and I don't know how many miles that is exactly, but that was my longest plane trip. Uh, my longest plane trip to Europe was a lot of miles. I can tell you that. My longest fish was, I have never really caught a large, huge, one of those big fish that is worth taking a picture of. I've gotten my picture taken with these fish still, but they're just kind of regular old size. I mean, nothing more than like, about a foot-ish, something like that. I'd say something like 1 foot and 1 inch, something like about, just fish, right? Uh, I have to be honest in this book. Okay, my longest swim was, longest swim. Gosh, that's a really interesting question. I think I did something, it was like, I had to do a mile of swimming. Let's say 1 miles. I think it was just a mile of swimming, which it's long when you're just walking or running. But when you're swimming, man, doesn't that take a long time to swim a whole mile? It was when I had to get my scuba certification. They also had some swimming exercises to do, and I believe I had to swim at least 1 mile. So, okay, my longest hair is this many inches. Well, you might be surprised that right now we could be talking about millimeters or tiny. Okay, look, it's not very long. Okay, my longest hair is like 1/8 of an inch. Okay, that's like, I mean, this is probably longer than there. I mean, I'm just saying. I don't look like this guy. All right, let's move along. Okay, I can draw funny pictures like this. I drew this bird. Her name is, okay, you ready? We're gonna try and draw something together. I want you to draw something that is something like a bird and then name it. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm going to do this as fast as I can, and I'm going to tell you what it is ahead of time because I'm not that great of a drawer. But we're going to try our best here, okay? We can do it. Okay, this is going to be some type of like a flying lion. Okay, all right, here we go. So I'm going to have this first part, sort of start here and get his eyes going up here, and he's got some crazy whiskers coming around, and he's got sort of like his little eye here. He's got sort of like his mane going, okay? But then his body has crazy wings that come out, and they come back in with, and he's got little feet that come out like this, and his tail comes out, and it's not like a normal, or maybe it is kind of like a normal lion tail though. So it's got this little goofy tail, but his legs have little bird legs. Oh my goodness. Okay, and he's fierce. You know, he's kind of like he's scary, but he zooms through the world, but also, you know, says roar. Okay, so it's like a flying bird lion. It's like okay, and her name is Lurd. Lurd. What's up, Lurd? Okay, moving on. My hobbies. I collect stamps. I still have kind of a little stamp collection. I don't really do that, but I'm going to say yes because I have had them. Seashells, I don't have a collection of those, or bird eggs, nothing. I mostly have nothing. So I'm going to mark also nothing. Coins, I've collected coins before. String, no. Butterflies, no. Look, if you've got a bunch of butterflies hanging out in your house, let them free. Just set the butterflies free. Let them out into the beautiful world. And why do you have a collection of butterflies in your house? Or walruses? Oh, whiskers. Okay. Walrus whiskers. But still, why do you have a bunch of walrus whiskers in your house? What else? I collect, you know, I am not someone that collects things. Do you collect things? For me, I mostly have a very, very simple in that regard. I collect very little, you know? How about you? What kinds of things, if you collect anything, what do you have? I seem to collect children. That's one thing that seems to happen around my house. We have three kids now, so I could say that. All right, my favorite sport is, oh yeah, look at all these awesome sports. Okay, I like a lot of different types of sports. I'm not exceptional at them, but I try, and isn't that part of life, is just having fun and doing things? So I could see myself doing almost any of these, like playing pin the tail on the donkey, or jump rope, or ping pong, or basketball, or baseball. I've done ice skating and skiing and archery and horseback riding. So I've done a lot of these things. My favorite sport, it's kind of an interesting thing. I do like snow skiing. So if I don't know, has anyone ever done that before? Snow skiing. It's pretty fun, and I'm okay. I'm gonna say I'm very good, or sort of good. I'm between here, you know, right there. I also like a lot of different types of sports. I think it's fun just to get out and play and all that kind of thing. But very similar to handstands and the amount of seconds that I can do handstands, the amount of time that I get older, it seems to decrease in skill related to a lot of sports, especially basketball for some reason. That I was never good at basketball, but my goodness gracious, that I don't ever get in a situation where I have to prove my worth or dignity based on how many baskets I can get into the hoop, because it's not a very good situation for me. Okay, let's move on. Oh yeah. Okay, this is a little more my speed. My favorite song is favorite song. Huh? That's interesting. I have to think about that. I sing in my bath. Not usually. I mean, I have, but I wouldn't say I normally do that. I'm a great whistler. I'm a pretty good whistler. I can whistle. Okay. I hum better than I whistle. No, I do not. Okay. Xylophone, guitar, trumpet, cello. My favorite instrument is, I'm gonna have to say, the good old piano. I just love a good piano. It's my favorite instrument. I play the drums. I also play the guitar. But my favorite instrument is the piano. I just think that's more possibilities there for me. My favorite song is It's interesting. I don't really know what my favorite song is. But I do like just because I always like it every time. See if I can remember it. It's called Bohemian Rhapsody. Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. You ever heard that song before? If you haven't ever heard that before, that's worth listening to. Okay, here we go. I am very neat, not so neat, pretty sloppy. I don't know if I'm like that. I don't think I'm like that. I'm gonna say I'm like quite neat. I'm here. I'm gonna make another one, okay? Because I don't leave that. I'm not leaving an apple core on the ground, but I also don't like look like everywhere I walk around like I'm beaming with light with my perfectly straight bow tie. So isn't there something in the middle? Yes, it's that one. Not leaving apple cores on the ground, but also like, not shining. Okay. I talk in my sleep. I think that Catherine would tell you yes. That is sometimes true, and snore a little bit. I like to get up at I don't know. I mean, I'll say something like 7, something like that, o'clock. I can make noises. That is true. Okay, like a rooster, like a dog, a cat, a goat, a sheep. I can do, yeah, dog, kind of, okay, like a goose. Goose? Oh no, yeah. They're like, it's not what you expect, but yes, I can actually kind of sound like that. A train. Okay. And then you look at that. They give you all these other options. So if you can make sounds like other things, you can put it there. I can make it sound like a helicopter. Helicopter. See? Let's see if I can do it. Here it comes. Oh, it's coming overhead. Okay. All right, so here we go. My family loves my noises. No. I don't know that I can say that my family loves my noises. Oh, Daddy, would you please make more of your noises? Or Catherine, please make more of these noises. I don't think I've ever heard that. But I can't say that they hate my noises either. Okay, so here we go. When I grow up, I want to look at all of these different possibilities in the world. All right, this is pretty cool. I mean, well, there happens to be over here, it says minister. And since that is one of the things that I am as a pastor, I'm just going to say pastor. It's a good thing that that's on there. That's pretty cool. Look, they even have coal miner. They have, and also, oh, look, father. See, I want to be a father. I am a father. They've got all kinds of things on here. And so you think about what you might want to be when you grow up and write that on there. And it's okay, by the way, if it's a lot more than just one thing. You can want to be all kinds of things. You'll figure it out in time. It's all good. All right, when you turn the page, I like to write stories. Here's one I wrote. I wrote this a little earlier, just because that would take a long time to sit here and write a story right now while I'm talking to you. So I'll just read it to you now. It's called The Hibernation by Carson Thaxton. What if you and your family were all little bears? And every year you went into hibernation during winter. But one year, the winter hibernation lasted well into spring, and then from spring into summer. In fact, what if you and your bear family were not the only bears to have this extra long hibernation? And what if you found out that every bear in your whole town, state, even country was in hibernation at the same time? That would be a hibernation. Could you imagine all that would happen? Little bear schools would have to be closed, and little bear sports would need to be canceled. Life in this hibernation would be very different indeed. I wonder what would be missed the most. Extended family, maybe friends, maybe both? Hey, wait, you might be thinking, isn't hibernation kind of like sleeping? Well, yes, normally it is, but this hibernation is not the normal kind. Imagine if in this hibernation you could still be awake. So all the bears still had to be in their caves, but they could choose when to sleep and choose when to wake. Yes, this hibernation is different indeed. So all the things that you could do around the house would probably get handled, but everything else, I'm sure, would have to wait until the cancellations themselves would get canceled. I wonder what would happen when the hibernation was finished. What each bear would see as they emerged from their caves. Would everything be different, or would it all be the same? My guess is that the world would still be the same, but the way the bears would see it would undoubtedly change. Colors would seem a little more colorfulier, and friendships reunited would be more friendlier, and students who miss teachers would actually want to learn, and coaches who missed athletes would give everyone a turn. Bears from every part of the nation would look at each other a little differentlier, a little betterlier. I bet even our love would be that much more lovelier. Of course, it's just kind of fun to think about, a whole hibernation. But what do you think would happen? I mean, what would happen indeed? The end. Good story, isn't it? And this little bear says, hey, that was great. Thanks, bear. All right. Now you also can write a story. I want to hear your original story that you wrote, and you can tell me about it. All right, here we are. We're getting to the end. Well, sir, that's my book about me. I finished writing it. Today is April 16th, 2020. And oh my goodness, hi, I'm back again. Here are 3 things about me I forgot to tell you. Okay, these are important. I own this many shoelaces. I own like about 8 shoelaces, and I own this many buttonholes. I think I own about 80 buttonholes, and I wish I were a giraffe. There's also another option. I'm glad I'm not a giraffe. I think I can definitely say I'm glad I'm not a giraffe. No offense. Okay, so that's it. That's my book about me, by me, myself, with some help from my friends. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you can finish your book about you, and I hope you can let all of us know all about it. Thanks so much. See you guys